Welcome to Premier RV Centered inside our brand new 2026 RP-205. This was a debut in 2025 model year for RPod and very, very successful. Their first 8-wide non-slide unit. But you'll definitely find when you're in it, it feels like there is a slide. It's a little bit deceiving in terms of the way things are angled and just some of the larger windows. It does feel larger than it actually is, and that's the response we've had all throughout 2025. We're super excited to finally have it back in stock. We'll go through some slight updates and just some changes in terms of what now is standard from certain brands that they're using, and also just different configurations here. So first, just inside the door here, we do have our solar monitoring panel here. So we do have 200 watts of standard solar on the roof. That is expandable to another 200 watts here at our location, should you wish to do that with the same charge controller. And then we've got our main switches for things like awnings or awning light, porch lights, and then interior lights. So nice and easy, those things that you're initially going to want to get to, especially if it's nighttime when you first arrive, they're all right there by the door for you. The one main thing here I want to start with that's kind of a new standard feature for them. The theater seats are now a standard. So in the previous model year, it was a couch that was standard. That is what we stocked. The theater seats are now a standard, which I think more people were opting for. So I think it makes a little bit more sense. Love the fact that you have 2 drop-in tables. So should you wish to use them, they're there. If not, they could be easily stored under the bed where the other one currently is. But again, it gives you that flexibility. They swing away, so it's easy in and out. And even with the feet to footrest extended, you can still walk through here if you had, again, multiple people here, someone need to get to the bathroom. Nice and easy to use. What people loved about the 205 is, again, that shorter overall length. You're in about 25 feet tip to tail. You're in weight-wise just over 4,600 pounds dry, but you have a private front bedroom. So a lot of people, as they're downsizing or upsizing, are often looking for that private front bedroom, but without going too long, too big, too heavy. And this offers you that. So the nice thing is you do have this dinette here, which can drop down into a nice little single bed should you ever need it. And then again, you have that privacy should you have that guest there with you. So up front here, we've got the same front window here, the acrylic window. So again, a fan favorite, especially if you're going to be off grid with that solar and perhaps additional batteries. That opens up. We have the bug screen down currently, but there's also a solar screen as well. Reflect the sun's light, keep it darker in here if you wish. You do have 2 additional windows as well on either side of the bed. You have newly devised storage, so you have some great little bins here, but we do also have the props underneath the bed here with additional storage. As I mentioned, we had our little drop-in table stored there. There's our suburban griddle, which will integrate outside, but some easier ways to grab it, so you can just grab the bin quickly if you're looking for some socks or things like that. We've got, again, the 2 wardrobes on either side of the bed. We do have a little nesting spot here for CPAP machines, should anybody have them. You're going to have USB and 120 volt on both sides of the bed. And then you've got the little bedroom light switch there as well. Again, we've got roller shades, still standard. So that'll be standard again for 2026. Again, great LED lights throughout as well. We've got Bluetooth speaker system inside here. So we've got a couple speakers inside, and then we have a couple outside still as well. And they'll connect to your phone so you can stream whatever music you like, so you store, or you can stream certainly over the web if you've got access. Again, great big windows here. These will all open. So if you are off grid, pair that with the back window you have here that opens and the front acrylic window. You have just tremendous airflow, probably the best airflow I've ever seen in a unit if you're going to be off grid. Just with the number and size of windows, the ability to have that one, especially at your head as you're trying to sleep if you can't run air and don't want to run a generator. Again, it's going to help to keep you nice and cool. Lots of storage here above, so great one for media and things like that you want to bring with you, books, games. Easy access to our monitor panel, something you may be wanting to check on the road. So we're going to have our water pump switch here. We're going to have our water heater switch. We're going to have, again, access to all our tank levels. We've got a suburban tankless water heater here system, so endless hot water, especially if you're hooked up to water on site. Easy access to turn on our AC. Shorter unit, but it is still ducted. So again, if you've got a guest out here and the bedroom doors are closed, you're going to have that ducting right into the bedroom, but you can still just open the center port here. If you just want to cool down this main area, have a seat, just rest from a long day's journey. We do have built-in entertainment here. Great thing is, again, we've got a 12-volt TV. So if you want to have more and numerous batteries to be able to be off-grid or more solar, again, that can be part of that package. So then you have entertainment that can run off 12 volt as well. So that's already built in. That is a standard feature. Great storage under the dinette as well. So just throughout this coach, you're going to find storage everywhere they can. We've got a huge 10 cubic foot fridge. So something that some manufacturers are changing, where they're maybe downsizing a little bit on the fridge size. They have not done that here. So this is really ready for multiple weeks travel. You've got great depth here because, again, it is 12 volt. If you are looking to be off-grid, we've got some great options in 6-volt batteries we can suggest, as well as lithium. So just depending on what the needs are, how long you think you want to be out there, we can make some great suggestions to make it all work together. We do have a built-in vacuum cleaner continuing for 2026. So there is a whole kit that comes with it that's just in the front wardrobe. So you've got hoses to be able to extend, but it also has the ability to just sweep in, sweep the floor as you're heading out. Especially if you have a dog, very handy. You can just kind of sweep that all in. There's a little bag behind there, and you change that out kind of once a month on the road, and away you go. Great pantry, so when you're on the road and you want to get to the grocery store and easily access pantries and fridge. Again, no slide, nothing in the way. Another standard feature this year you're going to love is the fact that you have a slow close on all drawers and all doors. So again, very home feature there. So again, feels a bit more like home. Central furnace here, so if you turn that on, it's a nice cool evening. Quickly going to heat interior here for you. So great little kitchen at the back. So again, if you're just stopping, you want to make a snack, want to make a drink, you want to make some lunch quickly. Again, someone can quickly run in and use the bathroom. Just everything's very close, easy to get to. Again, nothing to open. You've got a true burner stove here. You've got a great triple threat here with our Freon microwave, air fryer, and convection. So it can do a little bit of everything. We've got, again, lots of drawers in the kitchen, lots of pots and pan storage below the sink. Great little sink lid storage here on the wall. And again, that'll drop in here. So you've got full counter space across here. You've got the power tower here in the back corner that pops away. So we get USB as well as 120 volt. And again, just a ton of room for all the dishes you're naturally going to bring with you. Your connection to your stereo here. You'll see more plugs underneath here as well. We do still have a fan here with light. So again, very compact but efficient, with lots of counter space and just a ton of natural light and windows, every single one that opens. So again, if you're thinking of being off-grid or perhaps using some of those harvest hose sites, this would be a great unit to do it in. And again, if you're someone who's maybe just starting out, perhaps slide out isn't necessarily something you want to get into. This is a coach they've really designed for you. Very, very popular for us in 25. Just couldn't get enough of them. Finally have our new 26 in here. We're going to highlight the outside amenities as well. Take you outside here. As we come out, we've got the new moored ride steps. So just a rebranding, different manufacturer that they're using here, but same general idea. We'll take you right to the front of the coach. Have a look at that acrylic window on the front. Again, it's huge. So you can imagine if you're laying in bed, you're having that nice cool breeze coming right over the top of you. So if you are off-grid, super, super handy. And again, you've got the bug screen, which in our part of the world, you're going to keep on for most of the season until you get to the fall. Certainly going to appreciate it. You've got a standard power tongue jack, two 20-pound tanks here, room for multiple batteries. So again, with that solar on the roof, it lends itself to having more than one battery, being able to be out there longer. We've got a battery cutoff switch. And then we do have tire pressure monitoring on all 4 tires. So that little yellow relay is the relay to the little screen that comes with it that's inside the coach that can go inside your tow vehicle. You're going to have 4 large oversized jacks, huge pass-through storage here. And then we've got a little motion sensor light. We've got USB charging out here as well. You'll see the aluminum framing, which is what's helping to bring down the weight of the coach. Pair that with the Astel composite that's behind the fiberglass of all of the modern RPods here. Again, that's going to keep it from delaminating over time, but it also helps to reduce the weight. It's a better insulator, better sound deadener, so it does a lot of things really, really well. You've got slam latches here. So again, when they're closed, they're closed. You don't have to worry. You've got magnetic latching. Again, great tinted windows here and huge windows, which on a smaller coach, you just often don't see. It's one of those places that manufacturers will trim things. They'll take windows out, they'll make them smaller. Then you find them not nearly as bright inside, and this coach is just superiorly bright. So that's kind of the one of the standout features of it. You're going to have the great anodized wheels here. Love the tie-in with the stripe down the middle here. So just a redesign of their outside kitchen a little bit. You've got a little more functional ability to mount things in different places, a little bit longer rail, so a little bit bigger surface area here to prep things. We saw underneath the bed, we had the box there with the Suburban griddle. That'll sit right in here. And then we've got our propane connection just right below. We've got hot and cold water here, so you can set up a little bit of an outside sink here as well to do some dishes. You're going to have your awning stretch from the other side of the door here, just to the back kitchen window. So they've done a rebrand on the tankless hot water, so they've gone to a Suburban, so a well-known brand throughout the RV industry, quality appliances. Again, big window in the back, so you're going to get that front to back airflow, which most coaches just don't allow for. You're going to have the ability to add a ladder at any point. You've got the Lippert set up for that. We've got a pre-wire for a backup camera. Love the fact that on all the RPods here, especially in the tandems, you're going to have that hitch on the back. So you are ready for standard bikes if you wish to carry them off the back, but it's certainly ready for e-bikes. You're rated for a few £100 here, so it can handle the weight of those bikes. So great feature that you don't have to add afterwards. You're going to have electric brakes on both axles. You're going to have natural stability with those both axles. So again, if you want to tow with some of those mid-sized to larger SUVs with some higher tow capacity, great unit to do it on. Easy access to black and gray valves just down below. We've got, again, another motion sensor light here so you can see what you're doing at night. Black tank flush to keep the sensors clean in the black tank. You're going to appreciate that as you travel. 30 amp service here to power the AC. If you didn't need to power the AC, you could get away with 15 or 20 amp. I love the fact that you have the furnace on the back side, so the exhaust of the furnace, the carbon monoxide, is coming here and not kind of right where you're setting up your outside living room or kitchen. Again, huge windows down the side. And again, easy access to city water connection. So if you have water on site, you're going to connect here, and then you've got your easy access to your water fill should you not necessarily have water in sight. We'd invite you at the Primo RV Center to come have a much closer look at this brand new, first arrived 2026 model, and this is the new for 25 205 RPod.